Welcome back to another day in Rome, Italy. Today is a special day because we get to go to the Vatican and see the Sistine Chapel. First stop, the Pantheon. Originally Roman, taken over by the Christians. Beautiful work by both of them. Made it to the Vatican. I'm so excited to see the Sistine Chapel, obviously because it's beautiful and famous, but mostly just because of the scene in Good Will Hunting, so pretty stoked to go inside. No cameras inside, but I will see you on the other side. Back from the Sistine Chapel, had to get some candy for Halloween. I want to talk about my experience and why it was so important to me. Good Will Hunting's been my favorite movie for a long time because of ways that I feel like anyone can relate to the main character, Will Hunting. When Robin Williams' character, Sean McGuire, starts meeting with Will, he's this young kid who thinks he knows everything. There's a good chance you felt that yourself at some point, or you're feeling it right now. But then Sean sits him down at Boston Commons and talks him through how he doesn't actually know anything. Here's the clip.
You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Why, thank you.
It's all right.
He starts listing off the things that Will knows everything about. And then it explains how he doesn't actually have experience with that thing. He's just read about it or heard about it before. And one that stood out to me as a 16-year-old watching that movie for the first time was this part.
So if I asked you about art, you'd probably give me the skinny on every art book ever written. Michelangelo. I know a lot about him. Life's work, political aspirations, him and the Pope, sexual orientation, the whole works, right? I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. You've never actually stood there and looked up at that beautiful ceiling. Seen that.
At the time, I was probably in AP European history and had learned about Michelangelo myself. But I hadn't been to Europe, and of course I hadn't seen the Sistine Chapel. And so to me, I felt like I was just this kid who knew things because I'd been going to high school, but I didn't actually know anything because I hadn't experienced the world. And so it was kind of a bucket list item to me to go to the Sistine Chapel, to look up at the ceilings, and to smell it. So I knew what it smelled like in the Sistine Chapel. So when we got there, they made us turn our cameras off, but I was so excited to go inside. Inside it's pretty crowded, there's lots of people taking pictures. The security workers are reminding everyone not to take pictures, to be quiet. So there's kind of a lot going on. But I found myself in the center of the room, looking up at the creation of Adam, trying to take in the smells. And what I smelled was the body odor of everyone else around me. It just smelled like people. And at first that was kind of disappointing to me. I thought it was gonna smell old and like the Renaissance or something special, but then I realized there was almost something more special about that. It was kind of a sweet realization that it smelled like everyone else who was there gaining life experience. All of these individuals who were also experiencing the same thing that I was at the same time in their own way. It doesn't mean you don't have any experience in this life until you've seen the Sistine Chapel. That's not true at all. It just meant a lot to me that the basis of knowledge and experience from this movie was going and experiencing the Sistine Chapel, and I just couldn't wait to do it myself. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the experiences we have in life. What matters is what we take away and learn from them. I've been moving so fast through Europe on the study abroad, and it made me step back and realize I want to take more time to think about what I've learned and what I've experienced and how I've changed. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.